Well, hello everybody and welcome to Enshrouded. Now, the demo of Enshrouded came out of absolutely nowhere. Yeah, it also seems to have just come out around about the same time as that I got really sick and couldn't play it. So I'm turning up late as always to these things. Never mind, here I am. Anyway, welcome along. Imagine, if you will, I hate to do this, like, you know, compare a new game with lots of existing old games and stuff like that. But to give you an instant kind of flavor of what to expect, mix Valheim with Conan and chuck a little bit of V Rising in there as well, like a little sprinkle. And no, you got Enshrouded, right? It's a little different from all of them, so it is its own thing. Anyway, we've got a little character creator here. Like, it gives you sort of some basic sort of star dudes to get going, and you know, male female characters as well. None of them are attractive, so don't get excited. So what is going on with these dudes? He'll do. All right, you can give them some man bun hair. Yeah. There we go. Normal hair. We got something like a Viking. I don't know, about like that. I guess it's a little Viking-esque, isn't it? That's probably more Viking-y. There you go. Hair color, obviously ginge, because it is the color of gods. Yep, or a mighty moustache. Yes, or just, you know, a regular old beard. Oh, mutton chops. Deal. We can have a different voice. Oh, ha! Look at this guy. Sounds seasoned. I don't know. Oh dear. Anyway, as you can see, it's pretty basic. Spanj attack. But yeah. Let's go. Confirm. Private. Let's create a new world. My world 3. Why not? Anyway, you were born from a weird, ornate egg thing. Here you go. There's quite an interesting lore about this game. You're basically put into stasis, I suppose. Got like cinder chambers or something like that. Anyway, welcome. There we go. We are in Enshrouded. And straight away, I mean, as soon as I booted this game up, I'm like, wow, I'm getting some Conan vibes in here. Right, so yeah, just bear that in mind. Anyway, let's proceed through this door into the cinder vault. A little flame leads us to a bigger flame, and then we talk to the flame. Apparently, we slept in. So the world is being consumed by something called shroud, and you're being called to basically fight it. Essentially, yeah, we need to construct a flame altar. And a shelter from the darkness. And here we go. And we're out into the world of Enshrouded. Suddenly it's just very different from any of those other games that you've played, really. A vast world awaits you, filled with secrets and peril. Press M to open the map and track your discoveries. Discoveries are minute, but just to give you a sort of idea of the size of the map, it's big. It's big. Yeah. So, it's co-op multiplayer. You can have up to 8 players, so I'm no doubt that the Chaos crew will be featuring Enshrouded during our live streams, if you're interested in joining us at all. But, yeah. That's the world. It looks pretty dope. I think it is probably the same throughout for every player, at least in the demo anyway. But it looks great. It looks really good. It doesn't remind me of Conan or Valheim, really. I mean, it is its own thing, and that's what I want to try and focus on, rather than doing that all over over and over again. So let's move on. I mean, slow camera zoom there into the... It's like the game knows. Hey, you're checking out a view? Let me zoom in for you there. No worries. Let's go. Okay. I've got my shorts on. Otherwise, I am barefoot naked. Barefoot naked. There's that little spark thing flying off. Telling us where to go. And we've got a torch and some bandages. We are rested for 4 minutes by the looks of it. Claim a spot for your base is the current journal entry here. And yeah, we can make a shelter and stuff like that. So we'll go and do that. Let's have a little look through this cave first of all. Now, you might have noticed as when I went into the journal there, you've got a lot of tabs, including crafting, backpack inventory, character, and the skill tree, which is... I haven't even gone into this yet, like, even testing the game out. I'm like, oh. But yeah, sneaky, merciless, and like warrior stuff, I guess. There's magic in this game as well. It's got kind of... It's got everything. It really does. It's got a little bit of everything, guys. It is pretty dope. Graphically, it looks good. It looks alright. But it doesn't really set itself apart in any way. Using terraforming tool or explosives to forge a path through the rubble. Oh, hey, there we go. It gave you explosives straight away. Like... Laney will be pleased. Oh, hello. Then let's just jump through, shall we? There we go. Bingo. Hello. Rusty sword. 13 damage. I shall take the rusty sword. That looks lovely. Oh, we got a book as well. Gather round, we're drinking an ode to the queen once young. 3 babes on her arm. Cup filled to the brim. Thinking out loud, she sung. Rather mead in my cup or my cup filled with rum, drink too much rather than be done. Okay, so it's basically just a little drinking song. And there is lots of bottles around here, so I'm sure whoever was in here had a merry old time with a rusty sword and a bunch of rum. Let's see if we can jump back through this hole. There we go. That was a little bit clumsy, but we got through it. There are ladders and you can climb them and unclimb them and stuff. Do you think I go through there using the same method? Yep. Pretty good, really. Eat open, more torches and bandages. So I got a feeling that we're going to fill up with torches here. So we're going to make sure the player has plenty of light. So let's just give them 1,000 torches right off the bat. And of course, you know I'm going to pick that up. You know I'm going to pick that up. This is looking a little less delightful. We've got bones and stuff. Oh, look, another torch. Ew, give kind of fungusy stuff, I guess. Yikesies. Oh, we are enshrouded. Okay, so when you are enshrouded, you'll notice a little bar at the top saying enshrouded. I can only spend a limited amount of time enshrouded. If I spend any more than that time, then I die, basically. Combat sim system is simple, delightful. I killed that guy with a torch. I didn't even need my rusty sword for that. Let's see what the rusty sword can do. Okay, so you can tab to lock onto a target. And then, obviously, the idea is to not take damage. You can parry. There we go. I wanted to show the parry off, which is why I was being an absolute donut then. But there we go. I've taken a lot of damage, so let's use a little key to heal. Stab those little weird sacky things. I don't know if that actually does anything, but there we go. Stab them anyway. You can actually demolish most things. And that's that little sprinkling of V Rising in there, and the little more later on I'll show you as well. But it is taken a lot of elements, I suppose, from other survival games and the genre in general. Taken what is good and left out kind of the bad stuff, I think. Like, the combat there just felt is really easy and accessible, but also has a little bit of depth to it with the whole parry system. You can dodge using control. There is that stamina wheel just off to the left of my head, which is somewhat off-putting and random, but this is a demo version, so do bear in mind that everything you see here probably isn't the final version of what we're going to see. But yeah, we can damage stuff, and eventually you'll demolish that. There we go, and you can pick up the wood from it. So obviously, with the right tool, nice, honey. With the right tool, it obviously goes a lot quicker. We found an abandoned camp. Hold the chamber to your last breath. These were the words of the Ancient One before he entered with a handful of our best warriors. It was the first time I'd seen one of his kind, and I expect it'll be the last. His face is burned in my mind. Nice. Okay. So basically, I think they were defending this to the death. The death, weren't they? But yeah, this is a big camp, and there's lots of stuff here we can smash up and take, including the tents themselves, I think. But let's try and focus on what's in things like boxes and stuff like that. I'll be here all day otherwise. There we go. I just unlocked the wand. And there's two lots of crafting. You can craft in your backpack here, but you'll also unlock workbenches and stuff which do other crafting-y things, which we're all pretty used to, I think. Need another bone and I can make a wand. Or keep an eye out for another skeleton or something. Another dead person. Is that where it came from? No, it isn't, but these ruins are extensive. Obviously, they went through some hell of a battle. Metal scrappings. There's a bone. There we go. Now we can craft a wand. Bingo. And our bag fills up very quickly, sort of, you know, with all the torches that they gave us. We got extra swords and bandages everywhere, and I don't know what is what anymore. I really don't. But there we go. And we can eat berries straight up. And that will help us heal as well. I'll use another bandage and top my health up a little bit more there. But there's some stuff up here. Well, there isn't. We can just break and smash like absolute renegades. Absolute delinquents. Yasmina, is it true the ancients call upon you to stay behind as the rest of us slumber? Will you be there when I wake? Please, you cannot leave my side. You're my all. Why must be change? I miss the old days when we used to travel together side by side. You let me linger next to you. You held my hand, and now all this secrecy. For what? I thought you could confide in me. I don't want the ancients to drive us apart. I'll lose all faith. If you must go, at least give me a farewell kiss. All my heart, E. What a loser. Sad noises. But yeah, there seems to be a lot of end of days stuff around here, basically. But let's explore. I'll find some giblets, bits and bobs and whatnot that we can... Yeah, I say the lighting and stuff is really cool. In and out of shadow and stuff. Lots of bits and bobs that we can take for our own. And yeah, here we go. Lots of plant fiber and twigs. We're going to need lots of those. We'll pick up every plant we see. Apart from this one here, which seems to refuse to be harvested. We'll move on. And there's a little bit of shroud. Oh, hello. There's a well here. Oh, yeah. Lots of water out of that. A little bit of shroud here. Which we can go into because we are made of fire or something. We're made of fire or something. Alright, let's see what the wand can do. Nice. Sweet. So the wand's pretty good ranged thing. It auto locks. You don't need to aim it. It just... It's whatever the closest target it is by the looks of it. But I mean, we're talking the most basic bitch kind of items I've got here. I've just started the game. So you can imagine the high level gear, wands and magic and stuff like that. Probably going to feel fairly good. I think it's a safe bet that it's going to be pretty damn good. Right. Okay, we found ourselves a fire. we need to cook any food that we find. But somewhat irritatingly, any food you do find, you have to manually put onto your bar first. I actually don't have anything to cook. I haven't picked up any mushrooms, of all things. Oh, never mind. It's right there. Your donut. It's right there. So food you can cook, highlight in white on your toolbar. Just click and hold. I hold it with a fire. And then when it goes sizzle, sizzle, click it away, click and hold. Rinse and repeat, right? And that's it. You want to cook things like meat and mushrooms and stuff like that. But you do have to manually put it onto your bar. Slightly irritating. In order for it to... And then he just eats it anyway. Good job, man. Good job. You know what? Eat some more. You notice my green bar at the top there just fills up quite nicely when you eat. Anything that gives you sort of a bonus has this little like golden plus symbol on it. Oh, and that's a shield. Oh, sweet. I didn't realize that. I've got a shield and a rusty sword. I am ready for battle. Oh yeah, good night's rest. Finally a break from the tedious work. My bones are sore, but the warmth of a fire, shelter, and some deep sleep shall allow me to become well rested. Food is getting scarce. I hear they're planning an expedition. Thankfully, I hid some rations below my bed and make for a nice meal when cooked over a fire. Okay, so basically just telling you what we just did. Good. All this stuff can be chopped up and demolished and potentially harvested. And there's a shroudy bit here. Now the shrouds, I suppose, are probably going to end up being quite the dungeon delves later on when the clock is ticking and stuff like that. I think it's going to really generate some jeopardy. We held out hope, digging through the rubble, our lips whispering prayers to the ancients, always a watchful eye towards the horizon, even in the furthest corner of the world. The shroud threatens to engulf us and seal away any ray of hope. As the air grew thick with that cursed fog, we held on. As fires raged on the horizon, ash falling like snow on howling pike, we pushed harder. May this home, long kept, usher into a bright age. Yeah, like I said, into Daisy stuff. Dark, innit? So the general opinion, the general thing around Shroud, other than the really horrible looking mushrooms that grow throughout the Shroud, is that any sort of treasure and resources and stuff in the Shroud are generally a little bit more valuable. Let's see how a shield works. What I did there was a perfect parry. Which takes a little learning in this game, because it's not when you think it is. You know, that guy was winding up the attack, and that's when I parried. Usually you'd parry right before they do attack, and that winding up is simply the broadcast of it, so... Takes a little bit of getting used to. This doggy got killed. Man. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, the shield works really nicely. Because I mean, instantly on that guy, because he's like a level 1 weak guy, but staggered him. Knocked him out. And then he just finished him off. Yeah, easy. Anyway, we have to go and make up camp somewhere. And our little flame lights up the lanterns and stuff around, which is super cute. I love it. Whee! There they go. They go again. What's that? Why is it glowing? Firefly lamp at the workbench. Plant fibers and mushrooms. And the mad guys over there. Let's go get them. Charge! Didn't time that quite well. But yeah, that's pretty simple. Going to be incredibly useful against ranged targets, I suspect that. But yeah, the shield works well. The wands and stuff work well. Okay, what we got here? Oh, we found some rock. And I can pick up these weird egg things, and I get shroud liquid. Yeah. Shroud liquid is needed for the magic, I believe, or some of the magic, anyway. Apparently, if you get behind them as well, you do more damage. So, if you stun them like that, quickly roll behind them and get them. Oh boy, this looks dark and creepy. Oh, this looks very dark and creepy. So yeah, really. Oh, ouch. Didn't expect that to explode in my face, I gotta be honest. There we go. Can we bash this door down? Yes, we can. Look at that. Anything good on here? Bit of wood. Wood on the floor. Oh, that big old chest. Oh, yes. I shall take that. Thank you very much. This is very kind of you. I thank you very much for the big giant axe. Big appreciato. Okay. Look at this thing. Now, the only problem with this is, obviously, it's two-handed, so can't hold my shield out while I'm using it. But that should be fun against the enemy, I tell you. Probably going to be pretty devastating. As long as I time my attacks correctly, of course. But there we go. That was that little shroudy bit. So the shroudy bits at the start are always going to be little, and you're going to be able to get in and out plenty of time. It's later on, I think, where the shroud is going to be interesting. All right, so let's have a little look at the base building system then. That is also quite cool, quite unique, but some similarities. We'll see. Right. So I need to craft a flame altar. Okay. That flame altar then needs to go on my bar. There we go. And that is the area in which this flame altar can build in. A AMD Ryzen blood altar thing, you know. Anyway. You're not alone, there are other survivors drowsing in nearby ancient bolts. Find them so they may aid in your journey. Go gently. One beckons nearby, just outside the shroud's grasp. Sweet. So yeah, the altar level is 1. We can upgrade it using shroud cores. I think we get shroud cores from bosses or something like that anyway. As explained in the tutorial, but that guy needs to die. As you see, the range of the wand is quite short. This wand, at least. Anyway, let's see what our new axe can do. The combo is going to be quite good. Yeah, the combo is quite good. The combo is quite good. Alright, sweet. Can I chop trees with it? I mean, I can, but I'll probably be using up the durability of this axe on a tree that would be better served with a wood axe, you know? Damn, that tree can take a beating, right? Okay. Anyway. We need lots of these stones. We need lots of wood. We need lots of everything, as is the way. Ah, somebody killed this goat. Monsters. So gather everything that you can see. Gather it all. Yes. Okay. Now what we need is a building hammer, I believe. So construction hammer. Yeah, there it is. We also need a workbench. Go ahead and get that. Those are the essentials there, okay? So we'll put the workbench on our bar. And we'll just pop that there. Okay. Now we can craft. So we're building a base. Everything kind of works as you would kind of expect it to. You know, you put it on your bar and you place it on the ground, as you just saw. But the base building stuff is slightly different. You build these rough wood or stone blocks. So I build a bunch of stone blocks, a couple of wood blocks, and some roof blocks as well. I'm going to build myself a tiny chest, and I just need 3 string. And I can make myself a bed as well. There we go. Fireplaces, loads of stuff. Alright. So, building hammer is equipped here. What we're going to do, I'm not going to spend too much time on here going like crazy. I'll just try and show you how it works, because it's quite unique, I suppose. The tutorial kind of covers it, I suppose, really. You've got different materials depending on what blocks you've crafted, because I've crafted obviously the stone blocks here. So let's build a decent sized foundation out of, well, not very many blocks. That's just to give you an idea of how many blocks you need to make. Get a couple more of those then. Try and build a decent sized little house, and we're going to have to go around and get some more stone, aren't we? So let's go ahead and get ourselves a pickaxe and an axe. So the axe has gone in already. There it is. Let's rearrange this a little bit here. I've got what? It's just stuff everywhere, man. It's crazy. Grilled lean meat. Eat that. Pops your stamina up. Lovely. We need to get ourselves some clothes and such at some point as well. Now, stone, as you can see, we could just grab it off the ground here. Should be able to take this fence down. There we go. Some angles to work in on that. So we got like a little bit of stone out of that, which isn't great. The better thing to do is to look for the little rocks on the ground. They're a little hard to see from a distance, but up close, you eventually run into them. They're pretty easy to see. Alright, so we just want to run around and grab a few more bits and bobs, and then we can carry on building. Alright, so we finish our little foundation off there. And then what we can do is we can control mouse wheel down to wood, and we can start putting up some walls. And I'm going to put myself a nice window here. And this is pretty much kind of what you'd come to expect, I suppose, from most survival games. This snapping, you can easily turn that off with X, and it becomes a little bit trickier, I will admit, the placing. But the snapping is good if you're working in exact proportions. As you can see, it doesn't quite line up right with snapping on. Sometimes you just have to do it yourself. And of course, sometimes you can do it wrong, and you can just right click and away you go. So it's very, very snap and easy to deal with, but also gives you an element of freedom here, because, for example, this bit here, the wall is too long, but you can actually merge it in with another bit of wall, and it works quite nicely. Now, I've forgotten to put any windows on that back pane there. There's also something else you can do as well. If you equip some of the blocks to your bar here, for example, these ones here, you can actually chip out blocks directly from the wall you've placed. They can create a little split window. I can create another one if I want. Now, obviously, you'll then need the block or the item to then fit that. So, for example, I can make windows, right? I can make a door. There's lots available in the backpack, of course. So, you know, there's things I could do to fill those little holes in the wall, but bear in mind, obviously. Put this little crate down a second. You need the actual thing in order to fit into the hole. So this window here, it doesn't quite fit in the holes that I made there, but it will fit in the one there, obviously. But don't panic. If you've made a hole wrong, then you can just do that. and then create the correct shape windows for the block that you actually do have. And you don't even need to put windows in, to be honest. If you wanted to have arrow slits in your base, you know, like that, you can. And I'm sure you can shoot out of them as well. There you go. An arrow, bow and arrow would probably be better at doing that. But anyway, the point is, the crafting system, or the building system, is actually really, really nice. Really easy to use. Whether with the snapping on or off or what. Now, I haven't gone into anything particularly complicated. Like, you know, as you can see here, I'm building a box with a roof eventually. But yes, I think it's safe to say that you can go pretty damn complicated and detailed, because it gives you that ability to remove small chunks, you know, and that's quite unique, really. Ah, damn, I've forgotten to build a door. Never mind. I'll build a door. Actually, do you know what? I had this problem before as well. Like, when you're right next to the you're right next to the stone thing here, it was very difficult to actually chip away the blocks. There seems to be a clipping issue with the anyway, much easier to do from that side. So a door. Here we go. Craft a door. That's, as you can see, quite a big door. Going to require 3 blocks. 4 blocks. Yeah, a lot more. So there we go. Ta-da! Now, how do you get on the roof? How do you get up there? So I suppose you could do the Valheim thing of trying to jump on the roof and things like that, but there is actually a builder's scaffold. Just a bit of string there. Now you can build a builder's scaffold. I've already got the roof blocks here, so let me grab that scaffold. And place that nicely on the outside of the build. And now if I press shield key, not the shield key, the one next to 1, whatever that was called, grave, you can go to roofs here. Okay. And we can start roofing. Oh, to be fair, we may not need the scaffolding all the way along. But yeah, pretty straightforward, huh? And it looks pretty good, I'd say. I'd say the like the details on the grass and stuff like that, even though this is like the absolute most basic bitch house I could make, it doesn't look too bad. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. And bingo, we have a box. We have a box with a box in it. Yeah, there we go. So we can grab a bed now. Put a bed in here. Lovely. We can grab a workbench from outside. We just hold E to pick it up like that, you see. And then, like I said, you know, everything's got to be on the bar. So there you go. I'm gonna get a little fireplace now. I can cook actually at that fireplace. I got a little candle on my bench. The only thing I'm missing, right, is like a chair. Oh, never mind. Got a chair now as well. Can only pick that up though. Can't sit on it. Maybe it's too close to the workbench. I'm gonna sit the chair right there. No, I can only pick it up. But I think it works like a little like Valheim's furniture. You know, it increases the comfort level. I got comfort level of 9 in this little house now. So you know, it all helps, right? How far they go with this place, I don't know, but it's going to be it's going to be interesting. I hope they add lots and lots of options so that to decorate your home, your huts with. I'd like hanging chandelier type things, more window options, you know, you name it. Bring it on. I think it's going to be great. So that's it. That's the base building side of things. Pretty simple, accessible, flexible, detailed. Yeah. Pretty good, guys. It's pretty good. Not going to lie. It's definitely one to watch, this is. Alright, so let's go ahead and put a bunch of stuff in storage now. We're not going to need this out on our journeys, so like the thousands of torches that we got, you know. One will do. Thanks. Now, one of the things that I can build here apparently is a grappling hook. Requires 7 string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bingo. And a glider, which requires 8 shroud wood and 1 string. So, right. Let's see if we can find shroud wood then. I got an idea of where I might be able to find shroud wood. I just don't know for sure. It's really good, lighting wise. It is a good looking game. I worry about how well it'll age, but to be honest, you know, gamers, our emphasis as gamers on graphics, it's not nearly what it used to be. This guy right here, I think it's just shroud wood. Wood. Not shroud wood. Okay. All right, I don't know where to get shroud wood then. We'll have to look out for that. It might be certain types of tree. It might be pickup only. But yeah, I mean, we can get a glider. Then that would be really cool. This might be a shroud wood. It might just be mushroom. I don't know. Oh. Shroud liquid. Okay, that descended into nothing. Alright, we'll have to look out for that one then. I don't know for now. I got a staff now. I was leading the shot in front of that goat as it moved, then it stopped. Ah, what? Did he just stop? Ah, come on. It's harder to aim than I thought. Oh, takes a lot of mana, apparently. So, there's that. Oh, weird bat rabbit thing. Hang on. Ah, nailed it. And froze it. Now that's making sensible food choices, that is. Frozen rabbit bat thing. Frozen bat rabbit thing. Yeah, sure. And then cook it from frozen. It makes perfect logic, guys. He didn't want to eat that? There we go. He ate it. There we go. Okay, good. So, yeah, and we can sleep as well. Yay! And that obviously gets us rested. We're rested for 15 minutes with a comfort of 10. So the whole rested comfort thing seems to be very much the same as Valheim. The more comfort level, the more rested time you get. And that means the more stamina and stuff bonuses you get, as always. Before we go, let's have a little look at the grappling hook. I think we need to go and find somewhere to grapple onto in order to use it. I don't think you can just use it in the wilderness. Yeah, here we go. So here's a grappling... Here's a grappling hook site here. So we press E on that, and up we go. So there'll be these little hooks and stuff around the map, I guess, certain locations. Which is helpful, I think. Going to help us get into some treasure. So I think it's definitely worth taking. Flint arrows as well. That's one thing I don't actually have yet, is a bow. Of all things, which I can craft myself, a ranged bow. There we go. Put it there. Don't need to grapple in that direction, do we? There's loads of stuff I'm running past right now. Whoa. That's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Some mobility, man. And some mobility in a survival game. What is this? Oh, crap. Hello. Oh. Ouch. That guy hurt, man. I got him. Yeah, an elixir on him as well. Nice. Yeah, the looting is strong, isn't it? Picking up every bit of something or other and looting something or other is very strong. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been my first impressions of Enshrouded. I have to say, to summarize, this is definitely one to watch. It's got so many very familiar tones through it, but what it seems to have done is taken or borrowed or been inspired by some of the best bits of other survival games and brought them into its own world. And its own world is quite stunning, really, and interesting as well. This whole Shroud business is a unique and different approach to a sort of adversary, as it were. And delving more into that could be interesting. The blend of sort of standard melee and ranged weaponry with magic as well opens a few options and doors, and I think is going to create some interesting multiplayer dynamics as well. And that'll be something we'll have to wait and see beyond this first impressions. But I have to say, my first impressions, I'm impressed, and I want to play more. So I want to know if you want to see some more. Let me know. Enshrouded Demo is only available for 7 hours per save game at the moment. So there's only 7 hours of progress until the early access version is out. Hopefully the early access version will be out soon and we can play some more. But like I said, I'm sure I'll be teaming up with the Chaos crew in this one. In any case, I want to know what you think down in the comments below. Let me know. Either way. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.